फिल्मी दुनिया के चाहने वालों, मैं दिवाश आपको स्वागत करता हूँ अपने शो दिवाशेस बॉलीवुड बाइट्स पे BHF रेडियो पे. Just trying out the whole filmy look, the filmy introduction, guys. Welcome to another episode of Divash's Bollywood Bites. This fine Saturday, the 28th of May 2022. Can you believe we are nearly 6 months into the year? You know, I don't know where 2022 has gone, but it is sure going fast. Your weather outlook for today is that there will be another fine and dry bright day today. Although somewhat cloudier than Friday, it will still be feeling warm in the sunshine, although temperatures will be near average, and the maximum temperature today will be 20 degrees Celsius. The outlook for tomorrow is that it will start to become increasingly unsettled throughout the period, with outbreaks of rain or showers at times, perhaps with heavy bursts on Monday and Tuesday. It's going to be feeling cooler than average, especially near the east coast of the UK. But overall, I think we are slowly heading into summer. Make the most of the sun. It's good old vitamin D that we're getting, and I thoroughly love the sun as well. So we are entering a short working week this week. I'm quite excited for this lovely short Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday working week. It will be fun. However, forgive me for bursting your bubbles of excitement for this short week and long bank holiday weekend, but the UK Met Office has said that the weather for the Queen's Platinum Jubilee bank holiday looks rather unclear. In fact, it could be an entire washout across the country. So the Met Office forecast predicting the weather next week does say that there's a possibility of sunshine coming in from the Atlantic, but it's still too early to be sure of what's going to happen. Ah well, time will tell. I hate to burst the bubble, but at the same time, so long as you are tuned in to BHF Radio and listening to our entertaining lineup of programs, time will pass. Forget the weather. As I always say at the beginning of my shows with Anjana Masi, Mausam ki tarah tum bhi badal to na jaoge. That's a lovely song which I played a couple of weeks ago, and I'll play it on a later show once again. But I would like to start my first song from the film, which is named after my Masi, Anjana. The film starred Priyanka Chopra together with Ranbir Kapoor in the year 2011. And the film was Anjana Anjani, the title track. If you haven't woken up already, this track will wake you up. Rise and Shine, Saturday the 28th of May.
I met a girl and her name is Anjani.
featurized on Ranbir Kapoor together with Priyanka Chopra, the vocals of Nikhil D'Souza and Monali Thakur, to the music of Vishal Dadlani and Shekhar Ravjiani. The film was Anjana Anjani. You're listening to BHF Radio. The time is coming up to 10 minutes past 10, and you are listening to Divash's Bollywood Bites. I'll be with you till 12 noon today, playing your very best of entertainment from that beautiful film fraternity called Bollywood. You are listening to BHF Radio, and the time has just crossed 10 minutes past 10 today. And you will have my company, Divash's company, on Divash's Bollywood Bites up until 12 noon today, where you will be listening to your favourite interviews, your favourite stars and your favourite songs. And I am introducing a new segment to this show. And some of you who listened to my show Divash's Bollywood Flashbacks last week would have heard the voice of my young nephew, Master Arjun Vyas, my 9-year-old nephew who has really got the makings of a fine radio presenter. So I am introducing a 2 to 3 minute segment every week where Arjun will be talking about his favourite films and his favourite music. So today I present the Arjun Review. And the Arjun Review will come at this time after my first song every Saturday, with Arjun presenting his favourites. Over to you, Arjun.
One of my favourite songs is called JJ Shiv Shankar, featuring Tiger Shroff and Hrithik Roshan. It's from the movie War, so I really like it. It's because of the actions they do, and I like the tune of their song. The dance is like very. So in the first movie, when you see Tiger Shroff, he just kicks the drums, and I like that part. And then I like it when they like all do the special tricks when they all line up and there are the disco lights on. And the music instruments are probably drums, and that's all I could usually hear in the music. When they dance like very energetic. So at the start, Tiger Shroff kicks the drums, and then he plays a nice beat with the drums. So what's good about the song is how they dance and the tune of the song. The people who are in the song are like Tiger Shroff and some few other people from the movie. Tiger Shroff and Hrithik Roshan are the main ones though. I think the better dancer is Tiger Shroff. I think one of the main instruments are drums. It's because when I hear it, I can't hear any other musical instruments. I present the next song, JJ Shiva Shankar, from the film War.
ये बोल दो आएंगे देर से फिक्रे सब छोड़ दो आज हक से अपने हिसाब में हम जो करने चले गलती वो जोड़ लो तो आज यार कुछ लम्हों के लिए बिगड़ी राहों पे तुम पैरों को मोड़ दो आज हक से दुनिया को भूल के जितने हैं कायदे वो सारे तोड़ दो हो खुले ग्राउंड में आके ऊंचा साउंड बजा के रेड वाला कलर लगा के नचेंगे हीरो बनकर जय जय शिव शंकर आज मूड है भयंकर रंगूड़ी दे दो हम आए जल्द शंकर के मूड है भयंकर रंगूड़ी दे दो ओ जय जय शिव शंकर आज मूड है भयंकर रंगूड़ी दे दो तुझे कोई नहीं बजना कल सुबह तक अब नहीं थकना रे हो दो राउंड लगा के 100 पाउंड उड़ा के होई दिल दीवान चढ़ा के नचेंगे हीरो बनकर वो जय शिव शंकर रंगूड़ है भयंकर रंगूड़ दे दो हम आए मन करके मूड है भयंकर रंगूड़ दे दो वो जय शिव शंकर रंगूड़ है भयंकर रंगूड़ दे दो
Specially requested by Master Arjun Vyas, who is my guest presenter on Divash's Bollywood Bites every week, and he will be with you this time next week presenting his next favourite review. Remember, you heard it on Divash's Bollywood Bites, and I had a thoroughly splendid time co-hosting with Arjun on last week's Divash's Bollywood Flashbacks. It is remembering Arjun that I now present my next song, which makes reference to Arjun the Warrior. The film was Yudh from the year 1985, and you will be listening to the lyrics of Anand Bakshi, the music of Kalyanji Anandji, and the vocals of Alka Yagnik with Amit Kumar.
दुश्मन से युद्ध कर
superb song from the film Yudh, where we saw Jackie Shroff together with Anil Kapoor in a double role. An absolutely amazing film. You're listening to BHF Radio. The time is 22 minutes past 10, and I'd like to bring this particular segment into the show. EMCG and Asian Light presents Geeton Ka Guldasta, featuring Saregama Mega Final winner and playback singer of the film Veer Zara, Mohammad Vakil. An evening of ghazals, Bollywood, retro, Sufi and latest hit songs at Flixton Girls High School, Flixton Road, Urmston, Greater Manchester on Saturday the 28th of May between 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock. Tickets £15 at the door, Indian street food and drinks available on sale. Geeton Ka Guldasta featuring Mohammad Vakil, Saturday the 28th of May 2022. Get your tickets now by contacting 07845 449 675. That is 07845 449 675. So that was an advertisement for the show which is happening this evening, Geeton Ka Guldasta. And this will be featuring Mohammad Vakil. And Mohammad Vakil was the Saregama Mega Final winner of 1998. He was presented the award by some greats, great musicians. And at the same time, he also sang the playback for Madan Mohan in Yash Chopra's film Veer Zara. I'd like to present my next song from that film, an absolute classic qawwali, and I will talk to you more about Mohammad Vakil ji, including a short excerpt of an interview with him after this great song.
जो बंदिशें थी ज़माने की तोड़ आया हूँ मैं तेरे वास्ते दुनिया को छोड़ आया हूँ आया तेरे दर पर दीवाना आया तेरे दर पर दीवाना आया तेरा दीवाना आया तेरे दर पर दीवाना आया तेरे दर पर दीवाना तेरा दीवाना तेरा दीवाना तेरा दीवाना आया तेरे दर पर दीवाना आया तेरे दर पर दीवाना तेरा 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 दीवाना आया तेरे दर पर दीवाना आया तेरे दर पर दीवाना यह तेरा ही सौदाई यह तेरा ही शहदाई यह तेरा ही सौदाई यह तेरा ही शहदाई तेरे इश्क में से मर जाना आया तेरे दर पर दीवाना आया तेरे दर पर दीवाना तेरा जलवा जो पाऊं मैं हर गम भूल जाऊं तेरा जलवा जो मैं पाऊं मैं तो हर गम भूल जाऊं ये आंसू जो है बहते बस इतना है ये कहते कहाँ तू और कहाँ मैं पराया हूँ यहाँ मैं एक नजर हो, जानो दिलवार दूं मैं, जिंदगी हार दूं मैं, जैसे शम्मा पे मरता है परवाना, आया तेरे दर पर दीवाना, आया तेरे दर पर दीवाना आया तेरे दर पर तेरा ही दीवाना, आया तेरे दर पर तेरा ही दीवाना, दीवाना तेरा, 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 आया तेरे दर पर दीवाना, दीवाना दीवाना, आया किस मोड़ पे अफसाना, 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 आया किस मोड़ पे ये सितम का रिवाज क्यों है, जैसा है ये समाज क्यों है, ये दुनिया की है रस्में, मैं हूँ अब इनके बस में, ये जो दुनिया की है रस्में, मैं हूँ अब इनके ही बस में, न पूछो क्या गिला है, मुझे गम क्यों मिला है, तुम्हें मैं क्या बताऊं, मोहब्बत जुर्म है क्यों, कोई रोता है क्यों, ऐसा होता है क्यों, क्यों दिल से हर एक है अनजाना, आया किस मोड़ पे अफसाना, आया किस मोड़ पे अफसाना, ये किस माहौल में हम हैं, खुशी के भेष में हम हैं, किसे अपना कहें किसे बेगाना, आया किस मोड़ पे अफसाना, आया किस मोड़ पे अफसाना, आया किस मोड़ पे मेरा अफसाना, आया किस मोड़ पे मेरा अफसाना, अफसाना मेरा, 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 आया किस मोड़ पे अफसाना, अफसाना अफसाना, आया किस मोड़ पे अफसाना, आया किस मोड़ पे अफसाना।
That famous qawwali from the film Veer Zara of 2004, sung by Ahmed Hussain and Muhammad Hussain, supported by Muhammad Vakil. I was in conversation with Muhammad Vakil ji earlier this week, and whilst I'll be playing the full-fledged interview and be dedicating an entire hour's programming towards this great singer, this is what Muhammad Vakil ji had to say about working with Yash Chopra to record this song.
तो ज़्यादा म्यूज़िक पीसेस की बात है, क्योंकि ये वीर ज़रा के कव्वाली की बात की आपने, तो क्योंकि ये फिल्मी चीज़ है, रिकॉर्डेड है, लोगों ने कई बार सुना है इसको, तो इसका जो अंतरा म्यूजिक है वो लोगों को याद है।
रहा बात वीर ज़ारा की, तो आप हमारे सुनने वालों को बताइए कि आपका ब्रेक कैसे मिला वीर ज़ारा में प्लेबैक करने के लिए।
एक्चुअली जो ग्रेट मदन मोहन साहब हैं, उनके जो बेटे हैं संजीव कौली साहब, वो यशराज फिल्म में पहले CEO थे। तो क्योंकि वो मुझे जानते हैं तो उन्होंने एक बार मुझे कॉल किया, मोहम्मद वकील मेरे फादर की वो कॉम्पोजिशन जो अब तक फिल्मों में यूज़ नहीं की थी और उससे पहले उनकी डेथ हो गई थी, यश जी चाहते हैं कि उन कॉम्पोजिशंस को एक बार वापस इस्तेमाल करें। तो मैं चाहता हूँ कि एक कव्वाली है उसमें, और वो कव्वाली हम चाहते हैं कि आपके दोनों मामा जी और आप गाओ। तो वो उनका ऐसा फ़ोन आया, बट मैं आपके साथ ये भी शेयर करना चाहूँगा कि वो कव्वाली हमारे लिए बहुत ही ज़्यादा इसलिए इम्पॉर्टेंट है कि यश चोपड़ा जी के जब हम बंगलों पे रिहर्सल करते थे तो इतना मज़ा आता था। यश जी इतने बड़े आदमी थे बट इतने डाउन टू अर्थ थे कि वो जब मुझे याद है जब उनके बंगलों पे गा रहे थे तो उन्होंने कहा कि ऐसा है कि आप बहुत अच्छा गा रहे हैं, लेकिन मैं चाहता हूँ कि मेरा सीन सुन लीजिए आप, मेरी फिल्म का सीन क्या है। तो पूरा सीन जब उन्होंने बताया तो हमें लगा नहीं
तब शूटिंग हो गई थी?
नहीं, शूटिंग कुछ नहीं हुई थी, सिर्फ म्यूज़िक चल रहा था। म्यूज़िक पे कहूँ स्पेशली हमारी वीर ज़ारा कव्वाली की रिहर्सल उनके बंगलों पे होती थी। तो उन्होंने बताया कि मैं चाहता हूँ कि मेरा सीन, तो उन्होंने जब सीन सुनाया तो फिर हमने सोचा नहीं, इस गाने की फीलिंग अलग है। फिर उस तरह को गाया। और फिर मैं ये बताना चाहूँगा आपको कि मैं हर इंटरव्यू में बोलता हूँ कि मुझे याद है कि यश चोपड़ा साहब को संजीव कौली साहब ने जब बुलाया, जब ये पूरा रिकॉर्ड हो चुका था वीर ज़ारा कव्वाली, तो उन्होंने बोला यश जी आ जाइए आप। तो मुझे याद है दोपहर का कुछ 3-4 बजे का टाइम था, और यश जी जैसे ही एंटर हुए स्टूडियो में तो उन्होंने जिस तरह से वो सब चीज़ बोला कि हमेशा जो बॉस होता है उसकी आदत होती है ये ला दो वो कर दो, ऑर्डर करते, बट यश जी वॉज वेरी डाउन टू अर्थ। उन्होंने संजीव कौली जी से कहा कि संजीव मुझे बहुत भूख लगी है, कुछ खाने को मिल सकता है मुझे। तो ये जो उनके शब्द थे तो मेरे दिल में उनके लिए बहुत इज्जत बढ़ी। और हमारे लिए बहुत बड़ी बात है कि शाहरुख खान साहब के लिए गाया, जावेद अख्तर साहब ने लिखा है, मदन मोहन साहब का म्यूज़िक है, तो ये बहुत बड़ी बात है।
An excerpt of an interview I conducted earlier this week with Mohammed Vakil, who will be performing this evening at the Flixton Girls' School. Tickets are £15 at the door, £10 in advance, and if you want to hear more about that show, you may contact the following number. The number is 07845 449 675. That's 07845 449 675. Geeto Ka Guldasta with Mohammed Vakil. And on Monday coming, I will be announcing my 1-hour special show which pays tribute to Mohammed Vakil with his greatest ghazals, together with my interview that I conducted with him. And what a wonderful, wonderful human being. I had so much pleasure having that interview with him yesterday, and I'll be presenting that to our listeners next week, and I'll be announcing when exactly the time slot is on Monday coming, so do look out for that. I present to you a small excerpt from the film Veer Zara on the making of this wonderful qawwali. Vocals of the late music director, the legend Shri Madan Mohan.
आया तेरे दर पर दीवाना
60s and 70s, the absolute legend, that music director was Madan Mohan, who composed this song, which Mohammad Vakil sang with his mamas Ahmad Hussain and Mohammad Hussain from the 2004 Yash Raj Films Yash Chopra directed classic, the poetic film starring Preeti Zinta, Shah Rukh Khan and Rani Mukherjee, and that film was Veer Zara. I'm going to present my next song from that film, an absolutely beautiful song in Rag Jaunpuri, sung by Roop Kumar Rathod and the Nightingale of India, Lata Mangeshkar. Now, I'm not a great fan of remixes, but I think this particular remix sounds excellent. It really does give that chill out vibe. Do let me know what your opinion of this version of the song is like. Chilled out remix version of that lovely track from the 2004 hit Veer Zara, starring Shah Rukh Khan, Preeti Zinta and Rani Mukherjee. You are listening to BHF Radio. My name is Divash and you will have my company up until 12 noon today. Now listeners, you will all know by now, having been listening to my show each Saturday morning and now Sundays as well, that I am a great fan of this institution of cinema created by the late great showman Raj Kapoor. Now next week, this particular time of year commemorates the death anniversary of the great showman. He passed away on the 2nd of June in the year 1988, and this year will be his 34th death anniversary. And in tribute to Raj Kapoor, I will be paying tribute on Saturday in Divash's Bollywood Bites next week, and on Sunday in Divash's Bollywood Flashbacks, a great tribute to the showman, together with some interviews of the Kapoor brothers next Saturday, together with interview of the showman himself next Sunday. So please do tune into my Raj Kapoor and RK Film specials next weekend. That is something that is very, very close to my heart, and I am sure and most confident that you, my listeners, will also enjoy my tribute. And it's not sort of an ode to yesteryear cinema that I'm trying to portray. I'm trying to also educate those listeners of mine who did not know who Raj Kapoor was and what type of a filmmaker he was. A lot of my work has had a lot of planning for these shows, so I'm very, very excited for it. So do tune in next week. And in the meantime, I would like to tell you all about the fact that I have watched Rajiv Kapoor's final film, Tulsidas Jr. So this was the film that Rajiv Kapoor, better known as Chimpu Kapoor, signed after 30 years. He came in with Ram Teri Ganga Meli in 1985, and then signed several films but did not hit the mark so much. And the reason behind that was because his resemblance and his voice resembled Chacha Uncle Raj Kapoor's brother Shami Kapoor, who I paid tribute to last week and a good few weeks ago as well. And he came back to cinema in the year 2019 and signed the film Tulsidas Jr., which has released earlier this year but got released on Netflix. I watched this film and I've got to say, I felt as if I was watching the great showman in action. You know, Rajiv Kapoor is one such actor who acts with his eyes. He speaks with his eyes, and this particular this sports drama is really, really good. It's a very emotional tale, and it brings back Raj Kapoor's son with Nargis's son. So Sanjay Dutt has a role in this film as well with Rajiv Kapoor, and it's a nice film, inspiring sports drama, and excellent acting by Rajiv Kapoor. If you have Netflix, do watch this film, Tulsidas Jr. I'd like to present a song from that film, which I really, really took away from the film after watching it. I don't think it will be remembered long, but it's one song that really did touch my heartstrings. And at the beginning of the song, you will hear Sanjay Dutt's vocals. Let me know, listeners, what you think of this song.
ये पूरा टेबल फील्ड है और ये पॉकेट ना फील्डर. पूरा दिन इनमें बॉल डालते रहो, जीत तुम्हारा होगा.
उड़ चला बादल नया, आंधियों के दरमिया, आसमां मुट्ठी में ले, और जहां कदमों तले सारी दिशाएं सजदा करें, बहती हवाएं रुक के कहें, जुगनू ने सूरज बुझा दिया. उड़ चला बादल नया, आंधियों के दरमिया.
अगर बॉल को धीरे से मारना है तो चुम्मा, और अगर जोर से मारना हो तो चमाट.
वो जिद पे था अड़ा रे, इसलिए उड़ा रे, उसे आंधियां तूफान कोई भी रोक ना पाया. वो खुद से था जुड़ा रे, डट के था खड़ा रे, सोच ना पाया कोई, वो करके दिखलाया. ले हौसला वो चल पड़ा, दिन का समंदर से लड़ा उड़ चला बादल नया आंधियों के दरमिया आसमान मुट्ठी में ले और जहां कदमों तले उड़ चला बादल नया आंधियों के दरमिया.
The film is Tulsidas Jr. and it is Rajiv Kapoor's final film. Jimpa Kapoor came back to the ArcLights after 30 years by signing this film, and unfortunately at the very end of his shooting of this film he suffered a massive heart attack. All the siblings within the Kapoor family that are left now are Randhir Kapoor, father of Karisma Kapoor and Kareena Kapoor, as well as sister Reema Jain. Very, very sad to see that the first family of Hindi cinema is slowly diminishing. However, their legacy lives on in our hearts through our favourite films, and it is with this in mind that I would like to now present my next segment, which pays tribute to the wife of one of these thespians of Hindi cinema. Yes, I pay tribute with an interview by veteran journalist Anupama Chopra with Baby Sonia. Do you guys know who Baby Sonia is? Well, she was born Harneet Kaur, and she's an Indian actress who is known for appearing in Hindi films throughout the late 1960s, 70s and in the 80s. And in 2012 she was inducted into the Walk of the Stars, which is an entertainment hall of fame within the Bandra Bandstand in Mumbai. I think since that's been removed. Now, I am talking about NEETU Singh Kapoor, wife of Rishi Kapoor, and she made her debut in the swashbuckler film Suraj in the year 1966 at the simple age of 6 years old. And thereafter she played a double role in the romantic comedy Do Kalyan in the year 1968. And then after that she began her transition to mature roles with the vigilante film Rickshawala in the year 1973 and had her breakthrough with Nasir Hussein's Masala film Yadon Ki Barat in the year 1973, where she appeared as a dancer. She rose to prominence with roles in the crime drama film Divash opposite Shashi Kapoor, and followed by the thriller film Khel Khel Mein from the year 1975, the musical Kabhi Kabhi, and the Masala films then after Amar Akbar Anthony, the fantasy film Dharamveer, and her performances in crime dramas like Parvarish, Jani Dushman, which was a horror film in the year 1979, the disaster film Kala Patthar from the year 1979, and that musical film about friendship Yarana in 1981 were greatly praised. In fact, for the film Kala Patthar, she was nominated for the Filmfare Award for the Best Supporting Actress. I present my next song from the film Kabhi Kabhi, picturized on husband and wife Neetu Singh and the late Rishi Kapoor, the vocals of Lata Mangeshkar together with Kishore Kumar.
तेरे चेहरे से नजर नहीं हटती, नजारे हम क्या देखें, नजारे हम क्या देखें.
तुझे मिल के भी प्यास नहीं घटती, नजारे हम क्या देखें, नजारे हम क्या देखें.
की आँच आए बर्फीली राहों से,
ला ला ला
नाच आए बर्फीली राहों से, लगे कदमों से आग लिपटती, नजारे हम क्या देखें, नजारे हम क्या देखें।
तुझे मिल के भी प्यास नहीं घटती, नजारे हम क्या देखें, नजारे हम क्या देखें।
रंगों की बरखा है, खुशबू का साथ है,
किसको पता है अब दिन है कि रात है।
ला 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 ला। रंगों की बरखा है, खुशबू का साथ है,
किसको पता है अब दिन है कि रात है। लगे दुनिया ही आज सिमटती, नजारे हम क्या देखें, नजारे हम क्या देखें।
तेरे चेहरे से नजर नहीं हटती, नजारे हम क्या देखें, नजारे हम क्या देखें।
पलकों पे फैला तेरी पलकों का साया है,
चेहरे ने तेरे मेरा चेहरा छुपाया है।
ला 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 ला। पलकों पे फैला तेरी पलकों का साया है,
चेहरे ने तेरे मेरा चेहरा छुपाया है। तेरे जलवों की धुंध नहीं छटती, नजारे हम क्या देखें, नजारे हम क्या देखें।
तुझे मिल के भी प्यास नहीं घटती, नजारे हम क्या देखें, नजारे हम क्या देखें।
तेरे चेहरे से नजर नहीं हटती, नजारे हम क्या देखें।
I present an interview with NEETU Singh taken only recently in the aftermath of son Ranbir Kapoor's wedding together with Alia Bhatt. Listen to how positive this actress has become.
Neetu, it's so good to see you.
Finally.
Finally. I have been chasing you for a year.
But I've been wanting to talk to you, but pata kya tha, I didn't have anything to say. I would only give you a rondu interview because that time I was going through so many emotions after my husband that I was just too sad. And I'm not the kind of person to give sadness to people. I want to give my happy side. And because I just feel, it's your own sadness. Why should I give it to someone? You don't feel my sadness. So why should I make you sad? Because what I'm going through is what I'm going through. So I don't want to, I don't show my children I'm sad, or people, they don't know what's going on inside of me. But I'm healing, I'm better, and I want to be busy because otherwise there's nothing to do, like I live alone and my husband is not there. So, and he used to keep me very, very busy.
You said he was a full-time job.
Full-time job. I mean, and he wanted me in front of him all the time. That is one of the reasons I just didn't think of ever coming into the movies.
Yeah.
Because he wanted, even if I would go to the toilet, he would ask myself, "Kahan ki madam kidhar hai? Madam kidhar hai?" It's like that. That's the way he was. He wanted me कि मेरे तू सामने बैठी रहे और मैं तेरे को देखता रहूं. He was just like very, very possessive, very like he wanted me around all the time. I just couldn't go for a lunch or like freely. He would call me, "Kahan pahuche ho? Kya ho raha hai? When are you coming?" So it was all the time with me. So that's why I thought, let me talk to you aram se.
Bilkul.
When I'm more sorted
Of course.
in my head and in my life.
And I have to tell you, I don't usually start interviews by gushing, but I have to tell you, to see you sorted, to see you flourishing, is such a joy. Even for those of us who don't necessarily know you well, but your Instagram posts just make me smile. You look smashing, but that's not it. It's your positivity. It's like you're putting out good vibes into the world.
That's what I feel, just be positive. If I'm sad, I don't have to say, "Oh, I'm so sad, I'm missing my husband." I mean, that's my emotion. Why should I give that out? The day I'm happy, the day I feel like saying something, I say it. And that's the way I think, like everyone is fighting a battle in the head, right? It could be weight, it could be your money or fares or whatever. There is some battle. You feel that I'm the happiest, I have 2 lovely children, I have money and I live like, but I'm fighting a battle.
Of course.
It could be a big thing, it could be a small thing. So I want to just give, whenever I'm happy, when I have to say something, acha kuch rang acha laga, we had a nice conversation. Like I really enjoy doing interviews. I feel, so much of your emotions come out. Not in like promotions, but interviews like this.
Right.
It's cathartic, like I can say so much. It's like going to a doctor, like a therapist. You say your heart out, and you can talk about yourself. Otherwise, you talk about the movies, you talk about the shows and this and that.
Right.
But this one-to-one interview, I really, really like, I was really looking forward to this one.
Thank you. Thank you for making the time.
I present my next song from the film Khel Khel Mein from the year 1975, picturized on actress NEETU Singh with late husband Rishi Kapoor.
एक मैं और एक तू दोनों मिले इस तरह, एक मैं और एक तू दोनों मिले इस तरह, और जो तन मन में हो रहा है ये तो होना ही था। एक मैं और एक तू दोनों मिले इस तरह, एक मैं और एक तू दोनों मिले इस तरह, और जो तन मन में हो रहा है ये तो होना ही था। वक्त भी है मेहरबान, फिर ये कैसी दूरियां, बोलो 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 बोलो।
एक मैं और एक तू दोनों मिले इस तरह, हो एक मैं और एक तू दोनों मिले इस तरह, और जो तन मन में हो रहा है ये तो होना ही था। इतना पास पास आएंगे,
जिंदगी
खेल खेल में सनम आ गए जहाँ पे हम रोक ले वही कदम बुन 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 बुन
एक मैं और एक तू
दोनों मिले इस तरह एक मैं और एक तू
दोनों मिले इस तरह
और जो तन मन में हो रहा है
ये तो होना ही था
होना ही था
होना ही था
No,
You know,
it's much
I have to ask you. So as I was researching this, it was amazing to me that you actually started working when you were 5 or 6,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You were a child star. You then work, and at 21 you stopped working because
Yeah.
you got married.
Yeah.
And you said that the few films you did in between were really films you did for your husband. You
Or
said,
for Ranbir.
you said I wanted to make them happy, and it wasn't my choice.
Yeah, yeah.
So, Neetu, is this the first time that you're really an actor exercising your own creative choices?
Absolutely. You have no idea the feeling I'm getting today. See, when I was a kid, I just did those movies because that's the way my life was. That's what my mother expected from me. And I just did whatever. Idhar ja rahe hain, udhar ja rahe hain, 3 shifts, 4 shifts. I used to do 3 hours. It was like crazy. I did
Wow.
like 70, 80 movies, and that's a lot
Yeah.
in those years, in those 7 years. So I don't even know what I earned. I have not seen a check. I don't even know what money I made. I didn't know nothing. I was just doing it like a job. So now what I'm doing is I'm really enjoying it. And I've never done what I've done in Jug Jug Jio. I've never done a serious role. So it's very seriousness. There is some kind of, I was only dancing. I was only doing those chore roles and those typical, those overacting, and everything was very loud. Everything was very animated.
Those songs were lovely.
Those songs were lovely, but the acting those days was the
Correct.
director would say energy lao, and then he would go like this and like this and like this. And it was very overacting.
Yeah.
Especially the 70s.
Correct.
I think the 60s was nicer. Madhubala and Meenak Mai, those days the acting was more softer, but 70s became very over the top.
Yeah.
Everything
Yeah.
was over the top. So now I think it's again into natural acting. So which is, I'm not used to it. I'm used to this over the top,
Right.
So like when I was doing this one scene in Jab Tak Hai Jaan, so I had this long page dialogue and I was doing and this and this and this. So Adi said, don't do anything. Just say your lines. No expressions. So it was very difficult for me.
You have to unlearn all that.
I felt I'm being very boring.
Right.
I'm being very boring. I'm not just doing anything. I'm just saying the lines. So that is a switch which is difficult for me now.
Yeah.
Even for Jug Jug Jio, I have a very serious role. It's a very different role. It's a very good role for a woman to play. So, and he really controlled me, Raj really controlled me, how you should do it, and he really guided me, and I'm happy I listened to it. I thought Punjaban and she should be over the top, and she's saying, and, make all those faces, but nothing. He said, no, I want to be very composed. I want you to be very like there, But I'm so happy I listened to him, and I haven't seen the film,
Yeah.
but I have a feeling it should be good because I've never done something like that. I've never done a serious role.
I personally really appreciated Neetu Singh's acting in the disaster film produced and directed by Yash Chopra from the year 1979, where she played a role opposite Shatrughan Sinha. The film was Kala Patthar, and this is a beautiful song from that film. The music of Rajesh Roshan and the vocals of Lata Mangeshkar, picturized on Neetu Singh.
मेरी दूरों से आई बारात मैया मैं तो पाऊनी मेरी दूरों से आई बारात मैया मैं तो पाऊनी बलमा छैल छबीला मन को मोहे जोड़ा रंग रंगीला तन पे सोहे बलमा छैल छबीला मन को मोहे मैं तो हारी जाऊं बलिहारी जाऊं बड़ा पाऊं ये किसका मार दिया तूने जुल्मी, हाय मार दिया मैं तो हार जाऊं, बलिहारी जाऊं। तेरा नाम बसे मेरी धड़कन में, तेरा रूप हंसे मेरे सपनन में। लिया साजन ने हाथों में हाथ, मैया मैं तो पाऊंगी। मेरी दूरों से आई बारात, मैया मैं तो पाऊंगी। मेरी दूरों से आई बारात, मैया मैं तो पाऊंगी।
So how long did it take you to get into the groove? Because you said that, you know, when you went, you were very low on confidence. You went alone to Chandigarh to shoot for Jug Jug
Yep.
Jio. Is acting like cycling? Do you never forget?
No, acting is cycling, you never forget, but you have to have confidence. And that was my worst time to go. I did the scenes. So when we did the scenes after COVID, after it all opened up and we did the remaining scenes, so I was telling Raj, I've said, you have no idea what my state was in Chandigarh. He says, no ma'am, but you look fine. So I was pretending to be fine, but inside I was dying. Before every shot, I thought I would fumble. I would not give my 100%. Something would go wrong. You know, I was very unsure.
Yeah.
So this year, the 1 year gave me confidence, you know. The more I go out, the more I meet people, the more I party and the more I do shows, I feel good. I feel healed. I feel much better. So, and I'm glad I did few scenes after that. And
Right.
and those were my main scenes.
Right.
So those scenes happened later on. So that worked for me, you know. But Raj keeps saying, no ma'am, you were fine. You did those scenes okay. I said, okay, you have no clue. Andar kya ho raha tha? Dhak, 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 dhak before every
You were
shot.
really nervous.
Nervous. I was so nervous before every shot.
Huh.
But luckily, I had Anil, who's like family.
Yeah.
Who's like a sweetheart of a guy. I just
Yeah.
love him, adore him. Then there was Varun, who's like my own, like he's grown up in front of me.
Right.
And then there was Raj, who's such a sweetheart. Then Karan. I mean,
Of
he was
course.
not on the sets, but he's the one who pushed me.
Yeah.
And I thank him. I thank him all the time. Whenever I meet him, I say, thank you, Karan, for pushing me. Because I don't know what I would do. Like, Anupama, never in my head did I ever think I'll come back and start working.
Never.
Never. I always thought, कि बस this is my life, ये मेरे बच्चे हैं, मेरा husband, and this is my domain.
Yeah.
Never ever thought. I mean, for me, health, fitness, all that was because I wanted to always look good, presentable. I like wearing clothes. I like getting dressed. I like shopping. I like all those things, you know.
Yeah.
So that's my only reason to be fit. Not that I'm going to work ever.
Right.
I never, ever, ever thought that.
I remember, in fact, interviewing you and Rishi ji for Do Dhuni Chan,
Huh.
and you had said that.
Yeah.
You said that I spent so long working when I was younger that I'm done. Like
I'm
it's
done,
not
yeah.
something that fascinates me or interests me in any way.
Yeah, like once astrologer said that I see you in the movies, you know, after a few years. That's before he passed away.
Huh.
I laughed at him. I said, are you crazy? I mean, I don't believe in all these things, but I laughed at him.
Yeah.
But today, you know, those words haunt me that he said, no, I see that you are going to come back in
Yeah.
the movies. But the comeback means I'm not doing it for, I'm doing it to keep myself happy. I don't need fame.
Yeah.
I don't need money.
Yeah.
I have enough to lead a comfortable life. So I'm not there for money or fame but I want to do good work. I want to feel happy. I want to feel, you know, people should like me, you know. And bas life aise guzar jaye. This is my last 10 years of my life, which I have to make the best of. Like my
Why
last,
do you say the last
my
10
last
years?
hurrah.
Are you
It is
kidding?
my last hurrah.
Not at all. Look at you. You look
No,
amazing.
I mean, after you're older, then pata nahi, I'll be on a wheelchair. Or
Not at all.
all.
No, you are going to be smashing. Okay. Tell me, Neetu,
So-
what, as an actor, right? Like you're saying now, you're discovering this natural side to yourself. It's a very different muscle that you're working. Do you want to challenge yourself, or do you want to do sort of happier things? Like on television, when I see you, I feel like you look so happy. You're just having so much fun.
No, I want to do I really do want to challenge myself.
Really? You
Like
want
Jug
tough
Jug
material?
Jio, yes, I want tough material. Not tough that, which it's beyond me. I don't know how talented I am because I've never done anything that great, you know. So I don't know myself what I can do.
Right.
But Jug Jug Jio was not my space at all. So I feel I could manage that.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting a bit more confident. Okay, maybe we should try something else.
Yeah.
You know, so I think it's very gradually, whatever comes to me, I'm going to see where I'm going. Right now, I'm not thinking, I'm not looking for anything. I've just said yes to a show. I've said yes to another film, which will happen later on after this show finishes. So I'm just taking one step each time. I'm not jumping. I'm not I don't want too much work. I just want to do aram se.
Now listeners, I'd like to present my next song, which is a cover version of a song which was picturized on NEETU Singh Together with Chachaji Shashi Kapoor. This was from the film originally Divash of 1975. But since I've been playing some old school hits, I'm going to play this modern version of the same song. It's called The Unwind Mix, and the vocals are by Akriti Kakkar and Arnab Chakraborty, and I particularly love this version of the song. It was recorded in the year 2015 and it's a delight just to listen to. Let me know what you guys think.
चुप रहूं, कह दूं तुम्हें या चुप रहूं, दिल में मेरे आज क्या है, जो बोलो तो जानूं, गुरु तुमको मानूं, चलो ये भी वादा है। हाँ, कह दूं तुम्हें या चुप रहूं, आज क्या है, जो बोलो तो जानूं, गुरु तुमको मानूं, चलो ये भी वादा है।
सोचा है तुमने कि चलते ही जाए, तारों से आगे कोई दुनिया बसाए।
सोचा है ये कि तुम्हें रास्ता भुलाए, सुनी जगह पे कहीं छेड़े डराए।
अरे नाना, हाय रे नाना, ये ना कहना, अरे नहीं रे 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 नहीं नहीं।
कह दूं तुम्हें या चुप रहूं, दिल में मेरे आज क्या है, जो बोलो तो जानूं, गुरु तुमको मानूं, चलो ये भी वादा है।
सोचा है तुमने कि कुछ गुनगुनाए, मस्ती में झूमे जरा धूमे मचाए।
सोचा है ये कि तुम्हें नजदीक लाए, फूलों से होठों की लाली चुराए।
अरे नाना, हाय रे नाना, ये ना कहना, अरे नहीं रे 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 नहीं नहीं।
कह दूं तुम्हें या चुप रहूं, दिल में मेरे आज क्या है, जो बोलो तो जानूं, गुरु तुमको मानूं, चलो ये भी वादा है।
जो बोलो तो जानो गुरु तुमको
The vocals of Akriti Kakkar together with Arnab Chakraborty. The song was Kedu Tumhe, originally composed by Rahul Dev Burman from the 1975 crime thriller. The film was Divash. You're listening to BHF Radio and the time is 21 minutes past 11 and you have my company, that's Divash's company, on Divash's Bollywood Bites up until 12 noon today, where you are listening to my segment paying tribute to the current times of actress NEETU Singh in conversation with veteran journalist Anupama Chopra. This interview was taken only a few weeks ago and you can see how jovial NEETU ji really is and how she's really working hard to positive up. I have great admiration for this actress. I trust that you are really enjoying the interview the way I am as well. Back to Anupama Chopra.
How are you so good at the Instagram game? I just love it. You know, your pictures are so lovely, your captions are so lovely. Amazing. And like 1.8 million followers. How are you doing this?
I don't know.
You're killing it.
Am I?
Yes.
I just do it just because I love it. I love it. And
You
I love,
enjoy it.
I enjoy it. I love my followers. I just block the ones who troll me, so I just block them. Because you know, होते हैं थोड़े बहुत बीच में कि husband मर गया, ये enjoy कर रही है. You know, they want to see that crying widow type. You know, there's a section of people, but I just block them. I said, this is the way I want to be. This is the way I will be. This is the way I will heal. कोई लोग रो के heal करते हैं, कोई लोग खुश होके heal करते हैं. I can never forget my husband. Right? He'll be here with me, with my children, all our lives.
Of course.
I mean, even today when we meet for like a meal, half of the time we're only discussing him, that how we miss him. Ranveer still has his picture on his screensaver. I mean, that's the way we miss him, but we don't have to be sad to miss him. We can celebrate him.
Absolutely.
We can remember him for good times and what a great person he was. And the way he was with my children is like, I can't even tell you, the way he's nurtured them, the way he's never ever screamed at them.
Really?
Never said like one ऊंची आवाज बोलते हैं ना, आज तक नहीं बोली है. He was so good to them.
Because he was a little intimidating.
He was intimidating to the children.
Right.
But he never ever said anything to them directly.
Right.
Maybe he said it through me. Tell your children. And tell them.
अच्छा ये सब घर में होता है ना.
ये
When there's a problem, it's your children.
Your children.
मेरे घर में भी यही है. Otherwise, our children. Problem में your children.
Tell your children. और मैं भी ऐसे ही बोलती थी बच्चों को.
Correct.
I would sign all their report cards. I said, no, next year, it's your father's going to sign. So I used to scare them also. Next year, I'm not signing. Next year, he was going to sign.
Correct.
So, ये तो चलता रहता है. Every husband, wife has it. But he was a very, very good father. He instilled some great qualities in them, which I can never be, I mean, I'll always be thankful to him. You know, the qualities he had was amazing. I mean, besides his brash behavior and his loudness, but inherently he was a very good human being. Yeah.
And with NEETU ji discussing Rishi Kapoor, I present my next song, which is picturized on the late Rishi Kapoor, one of my favourite actors. The next track is one of my all-time favourites, picturized on Rishi Kapoor from the 1981 classic Ye Vaada Raha, the vocals of Kishore Kumar together with Asha Bhosle. And the words were written by Gulshan Baura and the music by Rahul Dev Burman.
मैंने तुझे कभी कुछ कहा था, जो भी कहा वो किया. और मैंने तुझे कभी कुछ कहा था, जो भी कहा वो किया. सदा के ये रिश्ते निभाने हैं सदा.
मैंने तुझे कभी कुछ कहा था, जो भी कहा वो किया. सदा के ये रिश्ते निभाने हैं सदा. मैंने तुझे
दूल्हा बनूंगा मैं, बाजा बजेगा, दुल्हन बनेगी तू, मंडप सजेगा। दूल्हा बनूंगा मैं, बाजा बजेगा, दुल्हन बनेगी तू, मंडप सजेगा। अपना तो मेल है सदियों पुराना, जुदा कर सकेगा ना हमको जमाना। अपना तो मेल है सदियों पुराना, जुदा कर सकेगा ना हमको जमाना।
Talked, Neetu, about how the first few months were very tough, and you said that your children really pushed you to go out. They said that go work, sort of find stuff to do. And truly, like I said before, it's so nice to see you sort of, doing all the things you're doing. Are there days still that are really hard?
When I have to wake up in the mornings for these shows and 7:30 in the morning, then I talk to myself, say, why am I doing it? Kitna tough hai. But then when there are days when I'm home, I feel I was better off there. So I do have those low moments because I live alone. So, it's ghar khali lagta hai, and I don't know what to do.
And Rishi was the type who filled up a house.
Filled up the house, and he was always into something or the other. Chalo ye karte hain, movie
and the
dekhte
booming
hain,
voice,
voice, and always like we would be cleaning the house and let's do this and let's do that.
Correct.
Kuch na kuch. So I feel that. So I feel I'm better off working than being alone. Maybe I will like my loneliness after a few years, but as of now, I don't like to be alone. I like friends. I want to travel when there's no shooting, I would like to just go somewhere
Yeah.
and be with my friends, and but I don't want to be alone. I still feel that vacuum, that vacuum.
Of course.
I felt the same when Ridhima got married.
Right.
So that took me about a year to get over her absence. So, and this is an association of 40, 45 years,
Yeah.
They just
You
become
grew
a
up
part
together.
of, we grew up together.
Yeah.
So they become a part of you.
Yeah.
It's like, you become like actually brother and sisters, and who are like joined, like you can't, you're just fighting.
Your best friends, your
best
brother,
friends,
sisters,
you're fighting, and everything is together.
Yes.
So, but ये चल रहा था हमारी life में.
Yeah.
Like when he was in Sloan, he was just a part of me that I wanted him to become all right. I did everything, whatever I could. I just didn't want him to go.
Yeah.
But we did our best.
Of course.
Everyone was there. The whole industry was with us, and
Yeah.
everybody supported us so much.
Yeah.
Everyone, each and every person. And our best days was also in New York. We enjoyed ourselves. There were days when he was down, and we would be in the hospital, and I would sit there and they would say, "Tu ja, niche ja, pedicure kara ke aaja." Then I would go down, do my little pedicure and all. And then when his counts were up, his white blood cells was up and red blood cells were up, and then we would go shopping. We would walk to 47th Street, watch all the Hindi movies, popcorn khate the, shopping karte the. Itni shopping, I can't tell you. We bought by bags and bags of clothes and shoes, and he shopped so much. He shopped these very colorful jackets, मैं interviews दूंगा, a movie promotion के लिए तो purple and yellow and red and all kinds of jackets. So, I mean, we
such lovely memories.
Memories,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
So, we enjoyed ourselves. We went through lots of stress because when his counts were low, then he was really low. But that's the way, and I mean, I've seen him really, really, really go through a lot. I mean, what he went through, I can't even tell you. It was really, really tough. And very tough for the children and for the family to see him go through that,
Of course.
And a man like him.
Listeners, I present my next song from the film Dusra Aadmi, released in the year 1977, which has been picturized on both Rishi Kapoor together with NEETU Singh, with music by Rajesh Roshan, produced by Yash Chopra and directed by Ramesh Talwar. That beautiful drama picturized on the romantic couple of Hindi cinema, NEETU Singh and Rishi Kapoor.
जश्ने मोहब्बत जाम उठाए जाम के बाद शाम से पहले कौन ये सोचे क्या होना है शाम के बाद आओ मनाए
हमारी तमन्ना तुम्हें प्यार करना हमें और करना क्या हमें और करना क्या
मोहब्बत में रुसवा हुए भी तो क्या है दुनिया से डरना क्या
आगे कोई इल्जाम नहीं है चाहत के इल्जाम के बाद
आओ मनाए जश्ने मोहब्बत जाम उठाए जाम के बाद आओ मनाए ये आलम है जैसे उड़ा जा रहा हो तुम्हें लेके बाहों में तुम्हें लेके बाहों में
तुम्हारे लबों से हमारे लबों तक नहीं कोई राहों में
अब दिल को संभाले इतने हंसी पैगाम के बाद। आओ मनाए जश्न मोहब्बत, जाम उठाए जाम के बाद। शाम से पहले कौन ये सोचे क्या होना है शाम के बाद। आओ मनाए।
I mean, he would, there was interaction, matlab he was looking at me and I would tell him, what do you want? And I took an iPad and I said, then we put all these alphabets and I said, just point out what you want to say. He couldn't even lift his finger. And then we would say, chalo, theek hai, it's fine. And then, you know, like there was just Ranbir and me in the hospital. Ridhima was in Delhi.
Yeah.
And for us to see him go through that was so tormenting.
Yeah.
It was so sad to see a man like him.
Yeah.
And he wants to say so much, but he just couldn't express. That was really, that was, couldn't see him like that.
But you remember him with such affection and such
Yes,
love. And
yes.
I'm sure, Neetu, you've discovered strength in yourself that
Of
you probably
course.
didn't think you had.
Yes, absolutely. Also, I feel, you know, I had a very strong mother. She protected me. And in that protection, kya hota hai ki you don't know where you're going. Too much protection is also not good.
Correct.
So she loved me. She like adored me, but too protected. Then I had a husband who was very protective.
Yeah.
He just wouldn't like let go of me, you know. He was so protective.
Yeah.
तो उसमें क्या होता है? You lose yourself. थोड़ा सा, you know, that's why when I feel when Ridhima got married, she bloomed. You know, she bloomed when she got married. So you have to let go of people. You have to let go. Let them, it's their journey, it's their life, and let them lead their own lives.
Yeah.
Let them be happy and let them find their own happiness.
Yeah.
You know, it's their journey.
Absolutely.
I feel sometimes as a mother, you know, हम लोग कैसे हैं, we forget that हमारे बच्चे बड़े हो गए, now to let go.
Right.
We still criticize. ऐसे नहीं, ऐसे करो, ऐसे. What are you doing? Say, Mom, I'm old now. I know what I'm doing. Then I feel, you don't know, you have to let go.
Yeah.
And you know, it's their problem, their journey. I want to be happy now.
Correct.
I want to lead my life. Bacche, touch wood, are doing good.
Good place.
I have
yeah.
a beautiful, lovely Alia in my life now.
Yeah.
And that was one person missing.
Neetu Singh mentions her daughter-in-law, Alia Bhatt. Let's have a song picturized on Alia Bhatt from her first film, produced and directed by Karan Johar, and the film was Student of the Year. An amazing song, one of my favourites, also picturized on Rishi Kapoor as well.
And everybody blames it on Radha. And everybody blames it on Radha. होगा वो लाखों दिल का चोर, हमका तो लगे बोर. हुआ है ऐसी बावला जो कहता जाए.
ओ राधा तेरी चुनरी, ओ राधा तेरा चल्ला, ओ राधा तेरी नटखट नजरिया, ओ राधा तेरा झुमका, ओ राधा तेरा झुमका. लो कोई इसे बता दो कि मिलेगा न कोई सवरिया ओ राधा तेरी चुनरी ओ राधा तेरा छल्ला ओ राधा तेरी नटखट नजरिया ओ राधा तेरा झुमका ओ राधा तेरा ठुमका ओ पीछे पीछे सारी नगरिया ये राधा राधा काहे इतना गुरूर भला छोड़ो भी नखरे ये कैसी अदा तूने क्या सोचा एक तू ही मशहूर यहाँ लाखों है गोपियां भी हम पे फिदा वो सारी ही दुनिया ये मानी है शुरू हमसे तेरी कहानी है ओ राधा तेरी चुनरी ओ राधा तेरा छल्ला ओ राधा तेरी नटखट नजरिया ओ राधा तेरा झुमका ओ राधा तेरा ठुमका ओ पीछे पीछे सारी नगरिया
Radha on the dance floor, Radha likes to party. Radha likes to move that sexy Radha body. Radha on the dance floor, Radha likes to party. Radha likes to move that sexy Radha body. And everybody blames it on Radha. And everybody blames it on Radha. होगा वो लाखों दिल का चोर, हमका तो लगे बोर. हुआ है ऐसी बावला जो कहता जाए.
ओ राधा तेरी चुनरी ओ राधा तेरा छल्ला ओ राधा तेरी नटखट नजरिया ओ राधा तेरा झुमका ओ राधा तेरा झुमका ओ पीछे पीछे सारी नगरिया ओ राधा तेरी चुनरी ओ राधा तेरा छल्ला ओ राधा तेरी नटखट नजरिया ओ राधा तेरा झुमका ओ राधा तेरा झुमका ओ पीछे पीछे सारी नगरिया
Radha on the dance floor, Radha likes to party. Radha likes to move that sexy Radha body. Radha on the dance floor, Radha likes to party. Radha likes to move that sexy Radha body.
You're listening to BHF Radio. The time is 11:45, which means we've got another 15 minutes left till the end of the show. And I continue my tribute to NEETU Singh with this wonderful interview by veteran journalist Anupama Chopra.
But tell me this, you and Rishi ji, for 40 years, you both navigated this sort of, marriage in a celebrity fishbowl, right? People were always so interested. When you had fights, it was magazine headlines, कि ये हो गया, वो हो गया, now this, she sulks for पता नहीं कितने दिन, all that, right? और वो तो अब, it's even worse now because of social media, because of the internet. So, do you ever, or have you ever considered sort of, like, I don't know, talking to Ranbir and Alia about how do you navigate this? When everyone is like, look at the paps at the wedding. I mean, look at the craziness around the wedding.
But I feel today, in today's time, you can't do nothing. You can't navigate. You are, that's why Ranbir is not on social media.
Yeah.
That's what he feels. He feels that, you become boring. It's overexposure. वो आदमी को आप देख के बोर हो जाओगे. There has to be a film coming and you should want to see that person.
Yeah.
Not that you're putting yourself out there all the time. So it's a good thing. I agree with him. But for me, because I'm coming after so long, I'm enjoying social media.
Of course.
I'm enjoying it because
but do you think
it's
it puts
very
pressure,
new.
NEETU, on the wedding? Like on the marriage, not the wedding, but the marriage?
Marriage, they didn't want to have like they say, we don't have a circus. We don't want to tell anyone. We just want to do it, बस हो गई.
Right.
उसके पहले जो चलती है सर्कस, फिर मीम्स बनते हैं, फिर ये बनता है, फिर वो बनता है. So it becomes a nerve wracking.
Yeah.
So we kept it very, very quiet. We said, कि चलो क्या रुका हो रहा है, engagement हो रही है. I would say that. We could not even shop.
Really?
We like the few people were appointed कि वहाँ से ये ले आओ, वहाँ से वो ले आओ, because अगर हम जाएंगे तो पता लगेगा शादी हो रही है. So we were like, in a box. So we couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
But then of course everybody got to know that जब लाइटें लगनी शुरू हो
Of
गई,
course.
सब्यसाची की outfit आ गई, तो obviously it's all out there, right?
But you don't feel it can become pressurizing for them. You don't feel like they're both very
They're
sorted.
used to it.
They are used to it.
Today
Yeah.
actors are used to it. They know
Correct.
how to handle it.
Yeah.
They know how to do it. I am enjoying it. Maybe I will also go. Maybe if I get very busy right now, it's very new for me. So I'm enjoying the paps. I'm enjoying talking to them. I have a good conversation with them.
You
know,
do, and it's so
I get
lovely to
talking.
watch because I'm seeing these videos and you're like hello by name. It was just so nice. It was such a warm thing to do.
And then I say, "Aaj kuch nahi puchne ko, aaj kuch nahi hai." I mean, that's the way I'm enjoying it. They become my friends.
Yeah.
But that's the way I am. I make everyone my friends.
Yeah.
And then I give my everything to them. I'm like that. So they've all become my friends. एक रोहित है, कोई और है, कोई और है. So I'm having fun. But maybe if it becomes too much, then maybe I don't know where my life is going to be, where my journey is going to be.
I present my next song, picturized on Rishi Kapoor and Ashwini Bhave from that wonderful film of 1991, produced and directed by RK Films as a tribute to the great showman Raj Kapoor for his final swan song. This was the film Hina of 1991, the vocals of Lata Mangeshkar and Suresh Watkar, the lyrics of Naksh Layalpuri and the music of Ravindra Jain.
मेरे जागने से पहले हाय रे मेरी किस्मत, मेरे जागने से पहले हाय रे मेरी किस्मत सो जाती है। मैं देर करता नहीं, देर हो जाती है। मैं देर करता नहीं, देर हो जाती है। ओ मेरे साथ यही मुश्किल पाई हुई मंजिल, मेरे साथ यही मुश्किल पाई हुई मंजिल खो जाती है। मैं देर करता नहीं, देर हो जाती है। मैं देर करता नहीं, देर हो जाती है।
Posted such lovely pictures of the wedding. There was this one where you and Ranbir were dancing.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's such a lovely photograph. Okay, what was like the most joyous part of the wedding? It all looked so lovely and they both looked so lovely.
The whole thing was like a dream. The way it was all done, it was beautiful. There were only like 40 relatives for wedding and there were 40 friends for the party.
Right.
And for the
So
Mehndi,
people who really mattered.
who really mattered.
Yeah.
And Mehndi mein there were like only 20 of us and uske 7-8 friends thi. That's it. And then we did a surprise item for the surprise dance. So there was Lolo, Bebo, Rima, Tashu, Ridhima, Samara. So एक दिन में हमने वो किया था package.
क्या डांस था?
So पहले तो था मेहंदी है रंगने, whatever that song is. Then Dholida. And then we did ऐ दिल मुश्किल का that क्या बाएं हाथ से something phone करे and something.
Correct.
And then in the end it was तेनू लेके मैं जाऊँ.
That's what that pose was.
That was
it.
That's when Ranbir comes.
Right.
And he says तेनू लेके मैं जाऊँगा.
What fun.
That was really too much fun. And the day we were rehearsing, I wanted to give Ranbir also surprise, right? We didn't want to tell him. So he was FaceTiming me, what's going on? So that Master Ji was sitting there and we were rehearsing. Now I don't want to show him. So I was doing like that. I'm telling Master Ji, go that way, go that way. Don't come. And Ranbir is very sharp. He is no fool. So piche shisha tha and he saw Master Ji's reflection there. He also pretended that Master Ji is not there. So on the Mehndi day, he's telling me, I knew Master Ji was there. I know you're going to do a song. I said, how? This is so I'm in the reflection.
But he kept it.
He kept it.
That's good of him.
He didn't spoil our excitement.
That is good of him.
That was nice. And then, of course, everything was beautiful. But, and the best part was the Bharat. It went from the 5th floor to the 7th floor.
बेस्ट बारात है वहाँ.
बेस्ट बारात. हम वो पैसेज में भांगड़ा डाल रहे हैं, पता नहीं क्या क्या कर रहे थे. You know, we were just going crazy. I wanted to have a ghodi and all that, you know, whatever our custom was. But then also they felt कि घोड़ी आएगी, फिर वो paps आएंगे, फिर वो सब again become like a crazy thing. And so I said, forget the घोड़ी, we'll just come from the 5th floor to the 7th floor. और इतने सारे लोग ने planning किए थे, रणबीर और आलिया ने, कि हम South Africa जाएंगे, we'll do recce and we'll go there. किधर की? In their terrace. घर पे. Since 2 years we were planning. We'll go here. We were seeing pictures and we were going absolutely nuts.
But how nice.
But this was the best. It couldn't have been better. This was so perfect. And she looked so beautiful.
She did.
She looked so beautiful.
It was just so lovely.
Everything was lovely. And you know, this is the kind of wedding where you enjoy. Because the people around you are enjoying. हम इतने 10,000 लोगों को बुला लेते हैं.
Correct.
They only criticizing. The only thing, अरे बुला लिया, खाना कैसा था, ये कैसा,
रायता खट्टा था या जब
something or the other they'll say.
किसी ताऊजी को तो प्रॉब्लम होगी.
Exactly. हम क्यों बुलाते हैं? Why do we do this big wedding? I think this is just perfect.
It is.
This is the way it should be. But if my husband was alive, it could not be like this.
He would have wanted the big one?
Big one.
Really? Full घोड़ी सब?
Yeah, he's a showman. No? Showman का बेटा है तो ऐसे करेगा.
बिल्कुल.
So, but Ranveer differs. He says, no, I would convince Papa that I would want it like this. So, this is the way. Like, he's very Shantaras. And even Ali, ab dono ek jaise hai, you know. They're very similar. So, I don't think they would like that big hoo-ha about a wedding. Like, today, I feel I want to give my 100% to movies. I want to give 100% to what I'm doing now. Because now I have no baggage. I have no nothing. My kids are independent. My husband is not there anymore. So now I have to give 100% to whatever I'm doing. Like in Do Duni Cha Besho, I was just doing it, okay, theek hai, for you. It is not my 100%. But I was doing them a favor. So now I wish and I hope and I pray to God that I get good stuff, and then I maybe I will mature as an actor. Maybe I will do good stuff in future. Maybe I will. I don't know. I've not discovered myself as yet.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
How exciting.
Yes, I am. I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited.
Okay, last question, Neetu, is through these, like you said, the highs, the lows, all that you've been through, what have you learned? What is essential to living with joy? What have you learned?
I have learned that every day is a gift. Every day. Give your best and just be happy with whatever you have. Don't crib. कि उसके पास इतना है, उसके पास ज़्यादा है, कम है, मेरे पास नहीं है. जो है उससे तो खुश रहो. You know, I feel just be happy and give happiness, and that's it. And just life is short.
It is.
And make the best of it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make the best of it.
And you're doing very well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
What a beautiful interview with NEETU Singh. You're listening to BHF Radio. This is Divash's Bollywood Bites, and we have our final 5 minutes of the show. Thank you for tuning in today. I hope that you've enjoyed the show, and I once again remind you of this. EMCG and Asian Light presents Geeton Ka Guldasta, featuring Saregama Mega Final winner and playback singer of the film Veer Zara, Mohammad Vakil. An evening of ghazals, Bollywood, retro, Sufi and latest hit songs at Flixton Girls High School, Flixton Road, Urmston, Greater Manchester on Saturday the 28th of May between 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock. Tickets £15 at the door, Indian street food and drinks available on sale. Geeton Ka Guldasta featuring Mohammad Vakil, Saturday the 28th of May 2022. Get your tickets now by contacting 07845 4496. And listeners, once again, that number is 07845 449 675. And listeners, this will be this evening at Flixton Girls School. Do pop in. It is a show worth watching. I thoroughly enjoyed watching the show on Tuesday just gone, and I spent some time with Mohammad Vakil this week learning more about him. That show will be presented in coming days, and I'll be actually announcing my transmission date on Monday coming. In the meantime, I'm going to have to love you and leave you all for today's show, and I leave with this beautiful number sung by the veteran romantic superstar Rishi Kapoor himself from his first film. An absolutely brilliant song with beautiful vocals sung by Rishi Kapoor himself. I will be back tomorrow morning with Divash's Bollywood flashbacks, so do tune in between 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock. Until then, see you soon. Have a great Saturday ahead of you.
मैं शायर तो नहीं,
Mind blowing.
मैं शायर तो नहीं, मगर ऐ हंसी, जब से देखा मैंने तुझको, मुझको शायरी आ गई। मैं शायर तो नहीं, मगर ऐ हंसी, जब से देखा मैंने तुझको, मुझको शायरी आ गई। मैं आशिक तो नहीं, मगर ऐ हंसी, जब से देखा मैंने तुझको, मुझको आशिकी आ गई। मैं शायर तो नहीं, प्यार क्या है मुझको नहीं थी खबर। प्यार का नाम मैंने सुना था, मगर प्यार क्या है ये मुझको नहीं थी खबर। मैं तो उलझा रहा उलझनों की तरह, दुश्मनों में रहा दुश्मनों की। क्या बात है। दुश्मन तो नहीं, दुश्मन नहीं, मगर ऐ हंसी, जब से देखा मैंने तुझको, मुझको दोस्ती आ गई। मैं शायर तो नहीं। ओह, थैंक यू।